Hello everyone and welcome to Formula Student Poland 2025. What a pleasure it is to host you here on the event. My name is Zuzanna Warecka.
And my name is Iga Friedrich.
And we're gonna be your hosts for today. So we have two very interesting lives for you today. Firstly, we're gonna start with acceleration and Skidpad, and afterwards at 4 p.m. we're gonna have the autocross. But wow, can we talk about it?
Yeah, I'm really excited because we have such good teams today, and they passed the scrutineering, so we're really excited. Today we're gonna start with the
acceleration and the Skidpad. But before we head to this year's competition, how about we take a look at how 2024 edition went?
See you later.
Hello everyone and welcome from Autodroms Łączyn. Today we are going live from Formula Student Poland. They are first, they are the fastest.
Here we go!
The name for Formula One came because the teams, the motorsport companies, they were looking for the best formula, the recipe to create the car number one, right? The best car. And this is what these incredible minds, innovators and students, engineers are doing here. They're building cars day after day, night after night.
Student teams from around the world build their own designs of racing cars, which they race on the track. But to participate in these dynamic competitions, they must pass rigorous stages of technical inspection. And what is most valuable to them is feedback. Did they do what they did well? Does it even make sense from the perspective of how the industry perceives it?
I cannot imagine how incredible it feels for them to have been working years on a car and then see it on the track actually running. So I think the emotions today are going to be running super high.
These students had an absolutely incredible blast being able to finally end the season with a truly fantastic performance, and they really showed off on that track. On one hand, there was the competition regarding times, but we also saw that they were really enjoying themselves in terms of the overall execution.
Make your dreams come true in motorsport. Formula Student Poland, where the future of motorsport is born.
So, hi guys, welcome back, and we just started the acceleration event, so maybe let's go to the track and see what's happening there. Start the live commenting hosted by
Maciej. So heading back to the studio with Maciek.
Autodroms Łączyn, the first cars are going to appear here at the track. I can see that first cars have appeared here at Autodrome Slomchin for the first competition today. We can see that they are warming the tires and preparing to start their acceleration tests at one of the straights from the karting layout. As here at Autodrome Slomchin, you have several layouts for cars and for motorcycles as well. As you could see, the hubs, the other part of the track, which was the part of the Supermoto Championship here last week. So at Autodrome Slomchin, they are drifting, they are jumping, they are racing, and they are trying to push out the boundaries of the creativity and what they can do from the knowledge and mechanical experience as the students from all over the Europe having fun and racing here at Autodrome Slomchin, the only one event in the entire Poland once a year, like a big holiday for all of the students and motorsport lovers, as we could all say about ourselves. We are here with the car from, I cannot see on the spoiler which university, but I believe that we are going to have the Hanover the second time, and it's their first time, so be gentle. I don't know if the Autodrome Slomchin could be gentle. The asphalt here is gentle for the tires, but it's not warming up so fast, so I don't know if they are going to be really happy from the results on the first attempt here from the entire morning. But during the day, the track temperature is going to be higher and higher, as well as the temperature of today's day, because we are going to have something between 25 or 28 degrees of Celsius. And what is going on now at the track? Some big stuff is going to be held at the top of the car. What exactly is that, if you know that?
Yeah, so today, as we said, we have two competitions. We have acceleration, which is a 75-meter straight line, and we're going to see the Skidpad, which is a 8 made out of 2 circles. What we're seeing currently is the acceleration. So as you can see, the teams line up, they go for the straight line. They will have 2 attempts with 2 of their drivers. Each driver gets 2 attempts. And then after each of the sessions, they can either head for post-scrutineering or go for the second run immediately. Of course, there are clear advantages of the first and the second. So if you go straight for the second run, you're going to have warmer tires, you're going to know what you're doing, and you're not going to know the setup of the car. But if if you do not pass the post-scrutineering after the second run, both of your times will be basically cancelled. So that's pretty painful for the teams because there are many points at stake in these competitions. We saw the Hanover team. The Hanover team, this is their first electric car. That's when they have the "please be gentle" on the back. It's a funny joke that they tell us about in the paddock. Yeah.
So if they want the electric and all the volts to be gentle, I don't know if the electricity could be gentle. I rather have experience with not gentle touches from the electricity. But now they, after a second attempt, and another car makes the first, I believe. It's a competition that goes in a few seconds, so don't blink, don't go far from your screen, even if it's television, if it's your phone, your tablet, because all the drivers are pushing pedal to the metal and accelerating to the max to be as fast as the car and the tire could managed to hold on the track and bring the power to the wheels, not spinning in one place, but pushing and pushing further and further. The other car has their attempt, and how can we check if they are past scrutineering, like those two people with yellow shirts are from scrutineering, and they are now checking if it's okay. It displays that they are checking the car from a scrutineering team.
Yeah, exactly. So they're gonna, as you can see, they're gonna put this long stick on the bottom of the car to see if there are any loose screws or anything. It will take about a few minutes for them to check it and then give us the green flag that everything went well, or the team is gonna head out if something did not go so well.
We are expecting 16 cars today at the track, I believe.
Yes, so we have 13 confirmed, and then we're waiting for the next 3 ones. But yes, so we're gonna have both of the competitions happening at the same time. So there's gonna be quite a lot happening, I would say.
And they are going to drive just after the from the one competition to another, or taking some time. What are the regulations for that? They have free time or not? They need to stay at the track because I believe it's still the task of the main plan for today events. If they are going to have warm tires and warm time. Sorry for the confusion. We were looking at each other and waiting for the move here at our commentary box, but still considering if they can go from the acceleration run straight to the skid pad during to the track temperature and the tire temperatures. I believe it's very interesting because of exactly those temperatures. The track is not going to warm exactly and even at the entire layout, because now we are forcing one straight. They are not racing car by car from the all of the layout. So it's not possible to warm here at the all meters of the all layout from Autodrome Slumchin. So even if they have warm tires from acceleration zone, they need to warm as well the asphalt at the skid pad. And it's not going to be very, very easy because of the structure of the Autodrome Slumchin asphalt.
So we actually have Iga here with us. She was in a team and she knows more than I believe both of us do about the exacts of the post-scrutineering. You told us that they're not only checking the loose screws. What else do they check?
In the electric cars, they're also checked like how the voltage high is. So it should not be too high because they're not supposed to go through the post-scrutineering. So yeah, that's really important how you manage your voltage on the car.
And what about going from the one competition to the other? You are able to go exactly from the acceleration run straight to the skid pad, or it's not possible?
To be honest, it's really hard because sometimes the drivers change, and you know also when you didn't go through the post scrutiny, you need to check your car. So it depends. If you're like really well managed and you have the same drivers, it's possible. But lots of teams don't do it. But if you're out of time, you need to go from the acceleration to skid pad to get some points and to try. So it depends on the strategy and how your team is gonna manage it. So yeah, I think that's all.
And today it's I think very important to us that the window for both of these events is really short. So we have only 2.5 hours for the teams to do basically 8 attempts. That's a lot of strategy to put in, and that's very short timing to do both and put the strategy into work. So will they wait until the very end and risk it to not have any time set, or will they go in the morning? I think some of the teams counted even how long will it take them to actually, if all the teams will be able to do it. And I think there is a very, very limited time for them to all be able to do both of the competitions 2 times. So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
And this is the other question I have. Can they swap somewhere else, not only in the pit wall, not only in the boxes? Can they just swap somewhere near the competition?
So of course they can swap in the pits, and then the change drivers, they probably gonna go like outside the track and then change the drivers. So yeah, it depends on the competition and how the rules are looking. But the nice thing about the strategy is that the weather is not gonna change. There's probably not gonna rain today, and it's really really important because when it's gonna be rainy, the strategy is need to be changed, and it's easier to like compete and drive without the rain. So yeah, it's the most important thing, to be honest, today, that there's no rain. So yeah, they don't need to think about it. And about tomorrow, it's gonna be rainy, so like the starting time for each team is gonna be very important because you don't wanna drive in the rain because the track is gonna be wet and they need to change your tires, and your tires like gonna be slower getting the higher temperature. So yeah, the like starting time is gonna be really really important tomorrow. So hopefully each team is gonna have like good time start for them, but I guess we're gonna see. And yeah, but the rain, it's not very good for the teams, but it's very good for us because there's lots of things going on and lots of things can change. And yeah, I think I like when it's raining on a competition because it's also in this moment it's also about the strategy, and I think it's really cool, and we can feel like the real team and like really professional guys thinking, yeah, we want to compete in rain or not. So yeah, I think it's really cool. So we're gonna see it tomorrow. So I think, yeah.
The most important thing here at the rain is the aquaplaning because of the very, very not harsh structure of the asphalt here. The water stays at the track and it's very, very slippery, so it's not going to be easy to drive here tomorrow if the rains would start to pour. And I saw that the car from the Silesian University of Technology has completed the first attempt for now. Checking the first things, and I believe that they are done for now. And I believe somebody has even heard their results, hearing what is going on at our pit stops. And now the car from Silesian University of Technology is pushed back by the team from the track. Let's believe that it is everything okay with it. And on our screens, car from Budapest, number 182. Budapest University of Technology and Economics, BME Motorsport. Some of the cars have rubbed tires. I don't know why exactly. If it's some of them may thought to stay them warm. Is it the reason why they are rubbed even at the track?
So in the Formula student, we can't use like warming blankets. So we use the plastic wrap because it's doing the same job. And it's not like we can do it. So yeah, that's why the teams have the plastic around the tires. So yeah.
It's still much more affecting than just blowing with your mouth to bring them warmer and warmer from minute to minute. Here in Autodrome Slumchin, we are calling that we have pans here, not only the corners but even the asphalt that is warming very, very very fast, and it's one of the reasons why, because we have here most of the time of the clear sky with the big sun on it. So with the plastic bags. Maybe if they are going to help, they could do a very, very good job holding the temperature inside those student blankets, which are those bags. And 2 cars ready for the acceleration test, the first and the second attempt, I believe. Because I'm considering and wondering why they are staying in 2 different places, not one by one, but one next to the other one. And the second car is E84. Which is Campus Motorsport Hanover. I believe that they had 2 attempts after them, but do they have any training for that? Only going run first, run second, any of them counts, or no? How many times they are going to drive through the acceleration straight? Like they have training run first, training run second, on run first, run second.
So in the acceleration, there is no training. They had the practice area yesterday, so they could train. But in the Skidpad, we have like practice rounds and then counting rounds. So yeah, in the acceleration, it's nothing like this. You go like straight ahead, and you need to have the best time, and that's it. So I think it's really cool because it's like more emotion because you don't know what will be happening. So yeah, I like it more that way. So I don't know about you. What do you think about it?
Being honest, it's one of the most incredible sports here at Autodrome Slomchin. For example, I don't ever seen those numbers of cones here. It's very, very exciting for me because it's Autodrome Slomchin is a very difficult track for karting. There are maybe not layouts with downhills and uphills. It's very, very flat, but still the corners are not very under the angle, so it's not as simple to corner to going from corner to corner. Seeing another cars joining the track, and speaking about the track, the competition here holding some of the main tasks, how the car is going to manage the corners, how the car is going to accelerate. And speaking about acceleration, what is the record here?
So here, to be honest, I don't know, but overall record is 2.99 seconds, which have delfts, and I think it's really, really cool. But if you ask me about the Janus record overall, like from 0 to 100, it goes to AMZ Racing, which is like 0.96, I think, seconds. So it's really, really cool. It's like Janus record for any of the electric car ever, all over the world. So it's really cool that the student have it and not the experts. So I really kind of like it. And it, if I remember correctly, it happened like in 2023. So yeah, that's really cool. And nobody beaten it since that. So yeah, it's really, really cool. I hope my team, like, I would like to be in their shoes because it must feel incredible, especially for the driver, because it's like, that this thing like happens like never for you, so it must feel really cool because you can like go somewhere and think like, yeah, I broke the Janus record for the fastest electric car, and yeah, I will be like, oh my fucking god, how did you do it? I wish to be there. So yeah, it's really, really cool.
And thinking about that the fastest people on the entire Earth are the people who are going to be late or on all of the subjects and lessons and their university. So the first with the speed in the world, the last to be at their lessons. And we have the Skidpad here, searching for the team. Which car is it? It's Riga Technical University with my favorite color. I don't know if you know, girls, but the pink color is the most popular and most common color for men, of course. I love pink, and it's not. I'm not joking. I really love pink color. All my racing cars from the simulations are red. Always another car is heading to the acceleration zone, and I believe it's very, very fast.
And you spoke a lot about the cones being here in a very plural number. So actually cones are on Formula Student track for a reason, and the reason is you cannot hit it. So hitting cones is very painful for the teams, and they get penalties in seconds for it. In the acceleration, which is very funny and interesting for me, in the acceleration it's 2 seconds, and in the skid pads it's just 0.2 seconds. So much more painful in the straight line than it is on the circle. That's probably because it is much more technical and much harder.
Being honest, I would love not to see any of cones being pushed from the acceleration zone because it's a straight line. So let's believe that they are going to accelerate straight in the in the fastest way they could. And speaking about the acceleration zone, we have some tire scratching here. So another car just started and finished. And we have the second attempt from Riga.
Yeah, so as you can see, the first turn that the car does is the preparatory one, and now the second is full speed. And we're going to see the same thing on the opposite side. So this turn, this round is going to be the preparatory one, and then now is going to be starting the full speed. And the counted time is going to be the average of the two counted circles. So the 2-second ones is going to be the time that the team gets at the very end.
And there is one more time, the car from Hanover, I believe. Speaking about the cones and the number of cones here at Autodrom Slamchin, the Hanover is heading another time, so I was wrong with the second attempt. There is now their second attempt, and I don't know if they are happy with the results, as the car is electric, I believe, during to E at the front of the numbers. So I saw one car which was fastest for sure.
Yeah, so as we said, this is their first electric car. Okay. This is, I mean, almost the end of the season. So I think they're particularly pushing here to get the best scores possible.
So I also would like to add that when you have your first electric car, it's probably not gonna drive. So it's like very, very, very big thing for them, and I'm really happy for them. So it's very, very important, and it's really nice seeing the car electric, the first ever in the team, like driving. And it's not like driving badly. I think that their time is really cool. So yeah, it's really important because it happened like very, very rarely. Two teams have like first electric car riding and competing, so it's really cool. I really love this for them, and it's really exciting. And yeah, I think that's it. And what do you think about like their rivalry? Which one is your favorite, except the Riga's one, because you told us that you love the pinks. So which one you like the most?
I feel like I know the answer for that, unfortunately, knowing from last year, huh?
Being honest, of course, I love the team that played all the time song from Borat. And as I heard from you, that the time I have appeared here yesterday, there was all week without Borat, and after my car has appeared, and I have different car from another year, so from last year, so I don't know how they recognized me, but still the team from Croatia, I believe, but still my favorite team. I need to say Cerber Motorsport. I'm from Bialystok, and this is my favorite team, as well as they are very, very competitive from last year. They have overall first place, so I believe that in today's and tomorrow's competition they are going to show us good runs, good cornering, speeding, and all of the things that the car should do here at Autodrome Launch. And I have my fingers crossed for them, but still I'm going to wish good luck for all of the teams.
Yeah, of course, I love the livery from E30. It's like purple and blue, and I love it. It's like also has like something like electricity, and it's electric car, so I think it's really, really cool. And currently you can see it, so yeah, I love it. I think it's my favorite this year. And also I like the PRZ team because they're like have 007 like the Bond, so it's really cool. I love when teams are creative with the livery because it's fun. I love it, and when you have like other colors than the team, you are easier to be remembered. So I think it's really important because when you're remembered, the people are gonna recognize you next year. How you said it with Riga, so it's really, really cool, and I love it. I love where the cars are colorful because I'm the marketing girly, so I love the colors. Yeah, and basically in Formula Student, lots of cars are like black, white, and red. But also, to be honest, I love when they're black and you see the carbon fiber. Wow, it's like wow. I love it, and lots of people, technical people from the teams love the carbon fiber and love that you can see all of it on the car, so it's really cool.
I didn't hear that you are asking me about liveries. I was talking about my favorite team at all, but speaking about the liveries, I'm a guy of the liveries in 100%, even in 1,000%, because in all of the racing games I'm making my own liveries, spending lots of hours to make my perfect one. For now, speaking about the car that is going to start your Skidpad, it's E28, I believe. I don't know if they are not from Poznan. Yeah, this is the car from Poznan. Speaking about the liveries, yeah, the pink one is very great. I'm not the fan of the liveries with only the carbon one, because as in Formula 1, they started to have less paint on the car, saving the weight, but still it's not as there is not a good view for my eye. Not saying all of them black. I really like the sponsors. I really like the liveries that are in colorful schemes with good shape and good productivity. And with the black car, there is no productivity, no creativity, and no shapes. And it's the car and car and car and car, and there is nothing to have them changed or recognizable for most.
Yeah, and now we're looking at the Poznan car, as you said. I don't know if you remember, but last year we had this interesting event when the Poznan team actually got the fastest time in Skidpad in this competition, and then right after we finished the live stream, they got disqualified.
So let's believe that in that year we don't going to have that. I really don't like the disqualifications because there is some other thing than driving, than racing, than pushing the limits. And if they are not going to be in the time zone, in the timetable, I really would be really disappointed because of the results. But I believe that learning from the last year, they are scrutiny now.
No, I think they did the first attempt and then immediately the second. I saw the car doing a turn and coming back for the second try.
Really? So they are not learning from last year?
Maybe they're risking it all. But last year I also remember I was talking to them in the paddock and they were telling me that they have two engines, because they have the engines in the wheels, and they had only two because they didn't manage on time to have all four, and they were really counting on having them, and this year they managed to do it. So I think their performance is going to be much improved from last year. They also went to Germany just a few weeks ago, or even I think it was closer than a week ago, and they were pretty happy with their performance there.
I believe that they are scrutineering now. Let's have a look what is going on the main straight of the short layout of Autodrome Slumchin. There is not middle layout and long layout here, because we are now starting to build the Autodrome Slumchin with the layout of nearly 4 kilometers, but still it's the main straight for the short layout, which is the longest layout for now. And let's believe that Poznan is not risking now scrutineering and taking the second attempt, but if they are risking, maybe they are really in love to gamble.
Yeah, definitely. And have you seen such interesting shapes on this track on other competitions in Formula Student, such as the very technical 8 or the very short straight?
This is the most technical layout I have ever seen here. Maybe the layout of the Supermoto, the World Championship we had last year, the highest level of championship ever and ever happened here. Then we have jumps with the very, very tight corners just after the jump, with layout which went across the layouts. So in the places that the driver are cornering, with the driver going from left to right, they went in a very, very different shape of layout, jumping and landing into the corner, being honest. So maybe this is the closest technical layout here, but I believe that still the layout of Formula Student is the most technical I have ever seen here.
So about the layouts, there are by rules, because when you have something like regulations in Formula Students, and you need to build the car according to the rules, and the layouts are also in these rules. So if you go to competition, the acceleration, the skid. Oh, what happened?
We saw that one of the cars tried to make their attempt at Skidpad. Oh, and even touching the lines that holding the PZM, the Polish Association of Motorsport, thing at the track. But now it's loosey-goosey and can attempt the track one more time. I believe that the car E74 made their practice run, because I could see from the steering wheel, from the front wheels, that they are trying to warm up the tires and trying to change direction, even to close the corner more. But after that they have still lose the grip and go just straight on, and I'm really, really happy that they didn't crashed into this fully air pumped thing from PZM, which is Polish Association of Motorsport, but still it could even fall down after the car has touched the lines. Fortunately, it's nothing wrong happens, and this is the team from Brno, I believe. Car E74, yeah, then let's see you, Brno Racing.
But I think it's very interesting how they went off the track, but they haven't managed to hit a single cone. But we have the timings currently from both Skidpad and acceleration. Maybe we go through the acceleration first. So we have Running Snail Racing Team at the first place currently for the electric category with 3.699 time. And then we have the second electric Pulse Racing from Silesia, and Campus Hanover with 5.83 seconds. So we see the difference between the first and the third is quite drastic for now, but as we said, as Iga told us, your first electric car will be tough. And we have the times for the best combustion. Oh, we had some changes on the board, but the best combustion currently is set by BME team with 4.173 seconds.
Yeah, if I believe correct, I see the AGH Racing trying to and competing right now the acceleration. So yeah, they are done. So I think I'm really interested in their timing.
Yeah, so Ageha Racing are currently in the standings second with 4.114 time being their best.
Oh, I think it's really cool. And as I said, I love their livery. It's like really electric. Haha.
As we said before, the competitions between the teams is actually super close. I mean, taking into account that these people build those cars literally like from scratch, from nothing, having the difference be just 0.5 seconds. It's, to be honest to me, very impressive.
But still, the intervals between the cars are, I believe, quite big, because 4/10 of the second for the 75 meters run, it's a big amount of time, and in the karting they are expecting to have 1/1000th of the second, 1/100th of the second, not 4/10 of the seconds. And the other car is making attempt at Skidpad.
I believe that's Cole's racing team. You can always notice them by their yellow livery.
So with the game from, I don't know, from all over Europe, but for sure from Poland, when you see the yellow car at the track, you're tapping your opponent and hitting, and then just massaging the place that you hit, not to have them injured, but still there is a game.
So to be honest, I was judging them at the cost and manufacturing event, and they were wow. I was really impressed, and it was really cool. So I keep my fingers crossed for them. And as you said, there's no lots of yellow cars, so yeah, they are really easy to remember. And I also love like their team, so I really hope they're gonna win. But I guess we'll see, because we have like lots of competition in CVs and lots of good teams, so I think it's gonna be like few points. It's gonna be like different on the podium.
Now we have the car from Renault at the Skidpad. They are running opposite direction from... no, it's my mistake, sorry. They are running in a good direction, but still having some problems with the grip at the end of the Skidpad. And now going out of the run.
Currently hitting the record of 5.465 seconds and placing first in the electric category.
The first combustion car is Cole's Prague Formula Racing, and it's third overall, so fastest than the PRZ electric car from Rzeszów University of Technology. But still we have 13 plus 3 if they are going to compete today cars, so it's more than 10 cars to compete more at the track. And there is a green flag for acceleration of the another car. It's E24 running Snail Racing Team. Funny name with funny result. They are first at acceleration after the first attempt. 3 and 681 1/1000th of a second. And my favorites, CMS, the Zebra Motorsport from Białystok, is making their practice attempt, I believe. There is a green flag.
We talked about some successes on races beforehand. I had a pleasure of being on FS Czech, And unfortunately, the Cerber Motorsports team has not been able to finish the endurance. So I'm very, very impressed about the fact that they were able to manage and to fix their car for this competition. And I'm hoping to see great performance from them to bounce back from that.
They didn't compete. They completed the endurance where? I didn't know.
And FS Czech.
Czech
Yeah,
Republic.
Czech
Okay,
Republic,
Czech,
exactly.
made a
Yeah,
remark,
yeah.
Czech, sorry.
Yeah.
Of course. So if they're not happy from the results from Czech, I believe that here in Poland, when they last year were overall first, I believe that they are going to have a strong result here. They are just after the first attempt, the first running and timing attempt.
And they have managed to place first.
Even
and
from
doing
the electric motors.
Exactly, doing the best time we've seen today on Skidpad in both of the categories. But just by 200, how many is that?
24 one thousandths of a second.
Exactly.
It's still hard for me even to name it correctly, even in Polish, being honest. But Cerber Motorsport have very, very good track to test. In Białystok there is not a very big, not very wide track, and this is the opportunity for Formula student. They even have, it's not a jump, but a very, very big hill when they can check their forces that working at the car and pushing the car down and upwards and from left to right. Another car is at the start of the acceleration zone. It's 5 at the end, but I don't know the number in the middle.
The green flag was lifted, but the car is still standing. Very interesting.
Is it a problem if the car is standing after the green flag? You don't know. I don't know either.
Oh, look at the spin at the very end. But I think that was after the end of the acceleration.
He just tried to push it to the limit, like pedal to the metal, and after that thinking about the braking in a very, very late part of the corner, which was too late. But fortunately there is no crash, there is just a spin, and without touching the grass there is no
disadvantages. But
Yeah,
we
of
can see
course.
him now warming the tires even further for the second run. But they have managed to do the first time overall. This is the WOB racing team from Ostfalia University of Applied Sciences, hitting 3.653 time, best today, best in electric and best overall.
So the tactic to push it to the metal and even late in the braking, it's working. There is not spinning at the second time. They're having some problems with grip, though Hoosier tires, I believe, or Goodyear. I don't see from here during spinning and driving around the Autodrome Slumchen, but still the tactic just to push it to the metal without lifting and braking very, very long after the finish line is the tactics that the driver knows. I pushed it as hard as I could, as the car could manage to take the acceleration, to take their maximum speed after the 75 meters. And looking for the car that is going to appear here with 006 from WUMT. So it's University of Warsaw, from Warsaw.
So you said about the team Cerber testing at their own track. This is the track where the Wood racing team is
of
testing.
course.
I think they were here last week doing some tests actually.
Yeah, of course. I saw their posting on their stories the sunset from Autodrome Slumchen, which I believe is one of the most beautiful views in my entire life. The sun going down from the clouds to the trees at the horizon, and after that seeing that the track is shining with orange, pink, purple, magenta, as in the one of the Polish songs from PZ. And this is the very, very beautiful view. And they posted in. I asked them how the preparations went, but speaking about what went, they went the second attempt.
And they are second overall in combustion currently with 4.757 timing. Let's see what is their second run, if they improved or not. I don't think so.
And to be honest, the Warsaw is the only Polish town that has like two teams. The other team is Proton Dynamics, but they're not here with us today. But yeah, it's really interesting because it's like not meet in Formula Student. Probably they're gonna have like one team per town, and they have like two teams in one college. So I think it's really cool because if you don't get to one team, you can try to get to the other team. So yeah.
Two teams in one university.
Yeah.
Where did they have their money from?
So we are laughing that it's like one head of the school and two teams, so they're like gonna get the less money. But to be honest, I don't know. So yeah, but
I think they're lucky that Warsaw is such a big city to have sponsors for two teams from two schools, from two teams. But the FSRTU from Riga made the second time in acceleration. It's 4 and 355 one-thousandths of a second, slower from the BMM Motorsport by less than 2/10.
yeah, and to be honest with you, Wood Racing is the combustion car and Proton Dynamics is electric car, so that's how it works in one university, but it's really cool, I think, so.
Do you know about the working between those teams? They are working or they are competing? They are trying to make them better than the other at the university, or they are still having to be friends and hanging out and working on the car team by team with the two cars in the same way, in the same maybe time even?
To be honest, I don't know, but the Polish teams, we try to be friends with each other and we visit each other in our garages, so it's really cool because in 1 year you need to be sure that you're gonna have visitors from the other team.
And as well as yesterday's evening playing flanky with
Yeah, it was
all
really
of the people.
cool because but Formula Student has their own rules because you don't use like the beer can as a thing that you need to throw. They use the cone and they throw the tire. So it's not like really Polish and students flanky. The Formula Students has its own rules, so it's really cool.
I don't know if I want to speak about throwing the tires here in Autodrom Slauchen Formula Student Poland after some of the events last year, but having the response from Wood Racing from 21st of the August. They are ready for the competition. We are really missed it. The tests were very good for them. With the recording of their test as well, so they checked the performance of the car and the durability of it. And they are very proud to see their car on the professional layout, so I'm very glad to hear that as one of the Autodrom Slauchen workers and one of the members of the Automobile Club Rzemieślnik, but still I'm very glad, and it's a very good pleasure and the biggest honor to be here with you, with the student community. And speaking about it, FSRTU has beat it, I believe, Wood Racing. They are now second. The Wood Racing is third with combustion engines, and they are faster even than 3 electric cars from Silesia, from Hanover, and from Poznań.
Yeah, and we can see the weather is now getting even warmer. It's already 26 degrees, and we're even before the noon when it's gonna hit the most, right? So in the afternoon, I think it's gonna be interesting for the autocross also, with the track being more rubbed in, right?
Yeah, right. As the chief of Autodrom Slauchen saying from all the series that are racing here, he is. Oh, there is a green flag for Honey Badger from. This is a car 68 from Brno.
68 is going to be Coles from...
Oh, Coles Prague.
Oh, no, wait, that... Yeah.
This is E84 from Hanover at the
Skidpad.
Skidpad. As the chief of Autodrome Slomshin saying he ordered the good weather and he's ordering it now for this competition, so I believe it's going to be warmer and warmer, maybe not at Saturday but at Friday. It is going to be very, very hot, and after rubbering the track I believe it's going to be gripper.
So actually we have Iga here, who is a part of, was a part of one of the Formula Students teams just recently, so I still feel like you are one. Can you tell us how it is from the perspective of the team? Maybe firstly we can start into how do you even get into it once you go to a university?
So first, I was in PWR racing team. It's the team from Wrocław University, Technical University. So first, you have like to join, and we have like 4 steps recruitment. So it's really hard, but I know not all of Polish teams had something like this. But if you want to join like AMZ teams or something like this, you need to have like CV and also the letter that you want, motivation letter it's called, I think. So it's really depends on the team, but if you join, then you have like a recruitment phase, but also it's the design phase for the team. So they designing all the parts and they think about what they need to improve your car. And next you have the manufacturing phase, and in this manufacturing phase, which sometimes starts like February, maybe in January, we also have quizzes for the competition. But if you want to join the competition and compete, you need to have the registration quiz, and it's like 1 hour per quiz, and you have like 20 questions, 25, and some can be according about how good you're with your knowledge about the rules, but most of them are about your technical knowledge and lots of funny questions. Our favorite in Formula Student is, I think, the question about the cuts. So yeah.
Okay, going back to you in a second, but we had Kools on the acceleration who hit the 3rd best time in combustion, 6th overall, about 4.46 thousandths of a second. And now we saw on the Skidpad the PRZ racing team from Rzeszów, and they are first in the electric. They're now starting their 2nd round, and we're gonna see the preparatory turn round right now, and we see the 007, very cool livery as we spoke. You can also see some faces of known Polish people on the inside of their wing if you have a good eye.
Yeah, there is a Pope, and also there is Maria Skłodowska-Curie, but you also can see there is Kubica, the Polish F1 driver.
I think with that many faces, they just need to do really well.
Yeah, I think yes. Maybe it's a good luck term, and they're gonna stick with it.
And it actually is a good luck term. They are first in the electric category right now. They did better time in the 2nd round, and now they're heading to the post-scrutineering. And we have another team lining up for the Skidpad. It's E84, which is going to be Campus Motorsport Hanover. They already have time in Skidpad, so this is going to be their 2nd driver with the 2nd run. And we had a team, Serber Motorsport, on the acceleration. Let's look at their time. Serber Motorsport currently 1st in combustion, going for their 2nd driver for the acceleration. And we have the PRZ team. You can actually see the close-up of the post-inspection. Tell me, Iga, is it something stressful for the team, the post-inspection? Because I feel like if you lock in a time, you already feel like you have the time, but then you head for the post-scrutineering.
Yeah, of course it is, because post-inspection can be very quick, but it also can be very, very long. And if the longer is waiting, you're like more stressed that you're not gonna make it through. And lots of teams have problems with passing the post-scrutineering because they go through scrutineering, and then it's a lot of stress. But I think it depends on the competition, because here the scrutineering is like really, really hard to pass. So the post-scrutineering should be easier, but I guess we will see. But it's also stressful always, because you can't be sure that you're gonna pass.
Yeah, and we have the team Campus Motorsport Hanover lining up for the Skidpad. They're doing it for the 2nd time with their 2nd driver, I believe. So let's see how it goes.
I hope very well.
Me too, indeed. But no cones hit so far. Is that a good record? What do you think?
Yeah, I think yes. I'm always scared, for example, for flying tires or some parts are broken in during the race because it can happen. And I'm also very sorry always for the teams. Oh, I hear the cheering, so I
Yeah.
think it's very well.
So no, I think that might be for the Put Motorsport who just did their acceleration. But coming back to Skidpad,
The
Campus
cheering is
Motorsport.
even louder. I hear it here in the live stream commentation space, so it's really cool. I love the cheering. I love the cheering.
So Campus Hanover did improve. They are now fourth in the electric category. And looking at the acceleration, we had Put Motorsport who are now fourth overall. And we have the team E84, which was Campus Motorsport Hanover on the post-scrutineering.
I keep my fingers crossed for them because I know the feeling and it's really stressful. So I hope they're gonna make it through the post-scrutineering. Did they make through the post-scrutineering or they're still in the scrutineering?
I'm looking at it, but I saw the Put Motorsport doing their second run of the acceleration, and let's see if they improved, because that's always going to be interesting. The second run usually better? I would say so. Could you confirm that?
To be honest, it depends because if you're starting from the morning as we are here today, they're probably gonna get the worst driver to get first, but actually maybe not. To be honest, it depends on strategy. Sometimes it's better to like give the better driver for the first runs, and because you are like really you're done, like you have the points if you're after the post scrutineering, so it depends. But when you're lack of time, it's always the better driver in the car because you don't have to enough time to do the second attempt with the second driver, so probably lots of teams give the like better driver first in the car just to have points and to get it, and the other driver is like trying to beat the time.
So we have BME currently on the acceleration. They just did their time. They're second in combustion category, which is really, really impressive. They're, I think, going for the second run. Let's see what they do. But can you tell me, what are the specifics for the drivers during the competitions? Is there a limited amount of drivers, and how does it work?
Oh, so there's a limitation. I think it's about 4 or 5 drivers, and you have like each driver can only compete in 2 dynamic events. So if you want to compete in 4 of them and have 2 drivers per event, you need to have like 4 drivers. So I think it's pretty big number, to be honest, because the driver needs to be training whole year.
Yeah.
They go to go-karts, probably they go through sim racing every week, and they also need to train their strength because the car, it's the steering wheel, it's not as smoothly as in like our cars when you drive it for yourself. So the training is really, really like important because if you don't train, you don't improve. So, and we all want to improve our times, so the drivers must be training.
So is it something that they choose their driver based on their qualifications? You said they put the least skilled driver at the beginning. Is it also for acceleration? I think I heard it from one of the teams last year that they choose the lightest driver.
Yeah, maybe it's not always when they put like least skilled driver first. Maybe it depends on strategy, so I can't like say for all the teams, but yeah, probably in acceleration they're always putting the lightest driver, and in some teams it's a girl, so I love seeing it because they're like in my entire Formula students experience, I saw like 3 or 4 girl drivers in my team that I was in. There's right now there is a girl driver, female driver in the history right now in this season. So it's really, really exciting, and tried to be the driver, but I didn't make it. When I had to run like 3 or 2 kilometers, I was like dying, and the person who was like recruiting the drivers ran with me to motivate me to end the run. So it was funny, but I didn't make it. But my boyfriend made it, and then when I saw him doing the trainings, I was like, oh my god, good that I didn't make it, because I will be dying probably.
Yeah, it's a very tough competition for the drivers. You don't have any AC. The engine is very close to you. It's warming you up. I think we hooked some drivers to a heartbeat monitor to see how it goes, and some of them reach at 200 during their run. So I think it's incredibly physical at the end of the day,
Yeah,
right?
of course, the worst thing is like the suit. You need to have the good suit, and you also have the t-shirt and the trousers, and it's really hot in there. And when the driver is like getting his clothes off, he's always very wet. And so I didn't want to be a driver because of the wetness, because you need to change clothes, because lots of teams don't have like clothes for each driver, so they need to swap, and it's really gross for me.
But tell me, the driver's suit is also something that is checked during the inspection before the cars can actually go on the track, because we might think to ourselves it's only they check how the car is built and whether the car is okay or not. I think there's a lot more going into the actual scrutineering and the technical inspection. But I saw that the suits are also inspected.
Yeah, it's called pre-scrutineering. It needs to be checked, and they also check if driver can jump outside the car in 5 seconds, and they need to attempt it and try it as many times as they make the time, because it's for the safety. To be honest, we are all students in the team. We can have like professional engineers, so we are learning, and the safety is the most important thing for us. So yeah, the suits are checked, the helmets are checked, and the safety of the drivers are also checked, because they need to jump outside the car, and this thing usually happens in pits, and they have like one person to help them, because they had to like take off the steering wheel, and they're giving it to the second person, and they jump off. But it's really hard to make this attempt in this time in first try, so they usually have like 2 or 3 times trying to make the time.
Yeah. I'm looking at the track, and we have 2 teams line up for the post-scrutineering, I believe.
Do you see the umbrella?
Yeah.
It's used for the driver to not sitting in the sun, because it's hot enough in the suit, because when they're on the track, they need to have like full gear, the helmet, the suits, all of it, and it's really hot, so the drivers usually have the umbrellas, as if Formula 1 and the others racing series, because it's really hot.
So we have the team E23 running snail racing team going for their second driver first attempt on the acceleration, hoping for improvements. I think now is the moment when they push for the maximum, right? But do you think they're gonna do the post-scrutineering, or do you think they're gonna head straight for the second run?
To be honest, I don't know, but I think they're gonna try the second run.
It looks like they're going immediately for the second run. Yeah.
Yeah, so do you owe me some money now? Did I win?
We didn't make any bets, did we?
But you asked, and I was right. So we can have like maybe some candies later or something.
Let's see what we can do. Let's see what
amazing.
Formula Student, maybe some of our great sponsors that you can actually see on the bottom of the screen. These are the companies they make this event possible. Maybe we can go to their stands. I think they have a lot of sweets and some cold lemonade, which in this temperature will be really needed. And we have the car E47 doing the Skidpad. Let's have a look. This is their first attempt and first driver. This is the team from Silesia, my personal hometown, so counting my fingers for them. They haven't been here last year. I was quite disappointed, but happy to see them here this year.
Yeah, it's really exciting when you see the team from your town, and it's always like the team you count on most. Because you feel like, oh, they're my home guys, I need to keep my fingers crossed. To be honest, there is no team in like my hometown, because my hometown I lived in Stettin, and in Stettin there is no Formula Student team. But right now I feel like Wrocław is my home, so I always keep my fingers crossed for the PWR racing team.
But the amount of teams in Poland is also growing rapidly. We have over 12 teams currently. We also have a team from Łódź on our event, which is a development class.
Yeah, it's really amazing that we have development class because they don't have people that they can learn from about the Formula Student and about the events, and we have like free studying events and these events are checking our knowledge from finances through the engineering and lots of stuff, and it's really cool that they come here and learn.
We have the Poznan team doing the Skidpad E26. I believe this is their first attempt or the second driver.
I think the second because they were already on the track. So
yeah, we spoke about it.
yeah, you in fact did, but it's okay. It's lots of things happening right now, so it's don't really easy to remember it.
Let's
But
see if they improved. They're still third
I hope did.
in the electric category. And now they're gonna go for the second run. We saw the team beforehand went straight into post-scrutineering. I think they had the strategy of locking in a safe time and
Yeah,
then doing
probably yes.
full push.
And I hope and really keep my fingers crossed for them. The best thing in the competition it's like running on a podium. It's, to be honest, I think one of the best feeling in my whole life when I was running with my team on the podium.
Oh no, good heading straight for the second run. No scrutineering. Let's see. So this is very interesting that the first circle is the preparatory one, and then the second is the full throttle.
Yeah, because I think it's more interesting than like going through the 8 already, and it's also like you need more skills. I think I didn't drive in this car, so I didn't also like try the track, so I don't know, to be honest, but it looks like being harder if you have like, because you know what's the thing, some drivers forget about it and they go like only one circles and then to the other side, and it's really really important to be focused during the race because you can't forget it, because if you did, your run doesn't count, so it's really important.
Put Motorsport unfortunately not doing better in this attempt, but they're still on the podium. They're still third overall, and we have to say how impressive it is that these cars do these times, right?
Yeah, of course, and I love seeing Polish teams on the podiums. I love it.
And we have another team on the Skidpad, E84, and the Campus Hanover. I believe this is their second driver.
Yeah, I think the same. And I like the livery, as the Maciek said. When the car is like no black and you see the colors other than white or red, I love it. Because in Formula Student there's lots of reds and whites, and to be honest, it's quite boring right now. So I love the other colors.
They're at the 4th position currently in the electric category. Also, every time they go on the circles, I see the insides of the wings. There's a lot of stickers. Can you tell me what is the Formula Students' obsession about the stickers?
To be honest, we love stickers and we love like giving each other stickers and swapping the stickers. And the Formula Student tradition is that you get the stickers and then you glue it on the inside of the cars. And it's really cool because when you're done with your competition, you can look through your rear ring and see the stickers, and you remember about all of teams that you met there and all of people that you like make friends and met. It's really cool because when you swap the stickers, you also like gaining friends. And Formula Student is about, to be honest, it's about more than learning than the competing, because yeah, we compete with each other, but when your team has having a problem, you know that you can go to the other team For example, when the team is during the competition and they're in like mechanic scrutineering and they have the problem with the bolts that the team has, they can go to the other team and the team is gonna search the bolts in their garage, and it's really cool.
So the Campus Hanover team did actually jump by 2 positions, going on to the 3rd now. Very impressive timing.
Let's have a look on the time at the table. They are third in electric, 5:7:02.
And 4th overall in both of the categories.
The only combustion car in the top 3 is Zerber Motorsport, the fastest from the combustion cars, and the second overall, only less than 2/10 of the second slower than the Campus Motor. Than the first car, which is PRZ Racing. So it's Rzeszów University of Technology. And speaking about the acceleration, the Running Snail Racing Team, the electric car from OTH Amberg Weiden, is still the fastest, 3:06:32, and even only 21 of a second slower is Team VOP Racing. So in acceleration competition, the cars from the Germany are the fastest. The third one is AGH Racing e.V.
I can see some acceleration happening. I can hear some, even in
Yeah,
our
of
booth.
Of course, somebody is pushing the rear tires to spin to get the temperature in the most harsh way. But speaking about the stickers, I don't know about the stickers, but I know about the people from paper heading to the Zerber Motorsport tent. We can see Robert Kubica with 2 beautiful women. So if you want to check that, you just need to come here to Autodrom Slomchen and see you, but by your own, because I don't know if we can give it to you in our live stream. The fastest combustion car in the acceleration is Zerber Motorsport. They are 4th overall, and just after them is Budapest University of Technology and Economics, the BME Motorsport.
So in the acceleration, we had 16 cars that went and did at least one of the tries. But in Skidpad, I can only see 8 so far. And the precious, very, very precious and very, very point-worthy time is slowly running out. So we have, with the planning, I believe the session should end at 11:30. So we don't have much time left.
Less than 3/4 of the hour, and we are not in a half in the Skidpad, I believe, or if exactly at the half. 16 cars to compete, so it's 8, and we have 9, 8. So just half of the package did the Skidpad. The car from Warsaw to you is at the I don't know if it's starting right. I believe they are talking about the layouts. And there is going to be a green flag for them.
I think we are in front of the Skidpad. So we had 8 teams in the Skidpad currently and 11 in the acceleration. Once again, the electric winners of the acceleration are Running Snail Racing Team that I actually spoke to, and they mentioned that I have a nickname for their car, which is Ślimak. It was a Polish name that literally means the snail. Very cool. And we have the car from Warsaw hitting 2 free cones on their first run of the preparatory circle for the Skidpad. This is the full speed, so this is gonna be 0.6 seconds added to their time for the free cones. We have the second run now happening. and the car slowed down before going out of the track. We actually hit 3 cones, 0.6 seconds added to the team on their first preparatory run.
And it is only going to be at in the preparation one, not onto the measured one, I believe, or not.
Hitting a cone is a penalty during your attempt.
Okay, so if it's a training, doesn't matter.
I mean, that's something we will see afterwards in the timings.
Yeah.
So also in the timings that the teams can see and that we are telling you, we do not have the penalties added yet. We will see that after the track. That's also going to be the same for the autocross later in the day and for the endurance tomorrow. So we'll still leave you with some question marks of who's actually going to win. So you will have to stay tuned with us for the award ceremony tomorrow at 8 or 9 p.m. in the evening, where all of the results will actually be announced, and we will know if the cars pass the post-screening, because sometimes we, from our point of view, we do not have the information yet.
Quite late for the motorsport, but still very, very early for students, because the 9 p.m. it's not the hour that they are even starting to having a party. I know as I was a student once upon a time, but still we have the other cars joining the part of the track where the Skidpad is. The car, 2 electric cars, one I thought from Poznan, but I think I am wrong. The car E24, E23, it's E23, it's a running snail racing team from Amberg Weiden. And the second car is E47, so it's Paul Assel Racing, Silesian University of Technology, and now the car from Warsaw is pushed back. Speaking with Marshall. A very, very interesting view we had here for a few seconds. One of the drivers, I believe, because in the helmet went to the track with the white vest, which is a media vest, I believe. And I'm thinking about they wanted to swap the drivers at the track with the other color of the vest. So man with helmet, with the suit is wearing white, was I believe not in the media team. Very, very interesting view, interesting picture on our screens. And now we are green for next car to Skidpad. The second circle, and going to the next one. Car from Germany, E35. And a beautiful image on our screens while the car have Polish flag and Germany flag on its front wing. After the attempt, heading back to the main straight of Autodrom Slomchin. The team of Vopor Racing, Ostfalia University of Applied Sciences. round and around the next circle, and watching the watching the rear wing never change a blink system. You can only think and imagine what is behind the blink. This blank place just to your imagination and creativity, what word should be here. And the driver is not really happy with that result, hitting his helmet both hands. During this scrutineering, those marshals are pointed something by the points, with them information for car from Germany to kill the engine for now, and starting with car number E23 running Snail Racing Team as well from Germany. The first circle, the second one, and switching to cornering right, just under the full of everything from Polish Motorsport Association. Oh, and the one cone has been hit. So there is 0.2 seconds added to the time after the results. And for now it's 4-11, so I believe that most of the cars are going to compete now. Remembering that we have only half of the pack completing the Skidpad competition. Card number 69. As I'm trying to see, they are probably from Czech Republic, having the Skoda logos on it. Yes, of course, it's Technical University of Liberec, FS Tool Racing. Very, very interesting thing to push the car from point A to point B at the track. Those red stuff to push it front-wise and rear-wise, with different places to be held on the car. From the car from Liberec, so we have it on the top of it, and from Germany we could see at the back under the rear wing. But on our screens it's Amber Weiden from Germany, E23. They are looking for some loosey parts, measuring something from the front wing. Checking if something is loosey, something is going to drop from the bottom, the front part of the car, from under the car. And the next attempt, I believe the second one for E30, it's AGH Racing FV from AGH University of Science and Technology. Those students from Krakow with a beautiful livery, as girls said. Showing us the purest energy, the purest vibes from electrical motor, even on their livery. I believe that they had completed the acceleration, but I'm assuming that after the first driver completed 2 rounds, they have 2 rounds for another driver. As I'm still reaching my knowledge and starting to get known with it, with this series. So I believe that there are 2 rounds, but for 2 drivers, I thought I saw the car from Krakow once before, and now it's the 3rd time I see them here at the acceleration zone, but maybe I'm wrong. And now I'm looking at the screens. I'm thinking trying to reach some cars on the track. Now with car number 182, and it's B&M Motorsport from Budapest. Car number 69 has just completed their Skidpad run, but I don't know if it was the practice one or the measured one, but I think it was the practice. So they are now turning back, and there is a green flag for them. Starting to turn left. The second round turning left is completed. Not very easy to turn the car to the right as we saw, but it was not very smooth for car number 69, but still it has completed their first measured attempt, I believe. Let's check what is at the track where we are going to talk with the drivers from Budapest.
Here on the paddock, we actually want to get to use some of the footage from the drivers right as they finish. So we are with the BME team from Budapest. You guys had an incredible acceleration. You are 2nd in the combustion category. Congrats. How did it feel like for you today?
Thank you. It was very nice. The start sequence was really good. I think the first launch was great. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit heavier than the previous driver, so they get a little bit better time.
Okay. What goes through your head when you're going through the acceleration?
Well, I just want to get a good start sequence, get the car into acceleration mode.
We have a little bit of smoke here from the yellow car. The fire extinguishers are not very easy things to open, just in safety cases. But still, we have the marshal is working as well with the guys from the Kuls Prague team. The most important part is that the driver is outside the car, as well as their suit is fully fireproof. But the car number 68 is now in the white powder. After we could see some smoke from the car, and the smoke is still there. The rescue team is on the track. Then let's believe that everything is okay. I believe that the driver is still in good hands, as he have to go for a check, I believe. And the main information for now is that let's believe that nobody is harmed after that, that even the driver is okay, but no flames, only the smoke. But still is a safety reason to drop out of the car. the marshals and the rescue team from Polish National Association of Motorsport, looking at the car and trying to measure, to judge if it's safe to push, to look, to work on it.
Nie, ale możemy się jakby się tu jakby zazwyczaj
Now I believe
możemy się
that we
dowiedzieć
are waiting for some vehicle to take the car back, or even now they are going to have those red stuff to push it back to the pits. And let's believe that this is not over for them for next races, for next part of the Formula Student Poland schedule. And as we are looking for some spots there, some of us believe that there is oil leak, but let's go to girls and ask them if they have some information about what is going on now at the track.
So we are here on
I
track
can only
with
say
the
that
car.
the
Just
fire
we've
rescue
just
team-
had
fire
fire.
rescue team is
They're gonna go
to
through
the
them, and the
layout,
fire
so maybe
is.
there are going to be some cleanup.
Yeah, so we saw that what happened was the battery was set on fire. We actually asked the scrutineers.
Yeah. And it's the combustion car, so it's probably the low voltage battery, but I'm not sure. It's like I was in the 3 times competition and it never happened to me.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Maybe we can move to the side.
Yeah, of
we have
course.
the truck marshals. Incredible job by the truck marshals and by the safety department. We have to thank them at all. We know that these are cars that are built from scratch. They are built by students. Things like that can happen. But it's amazing that we have such a good team of people who make sure that the safety is actually here on the track.
Yeah, I hope the drivers is okay, but I see him, so I think he's okay, and I think the car is going. I hope the car to be okay because it's my favorite team and I want them to compete. So yeah, hopefully nobody happened to anyone. So yeah, the safety is our priority here, so we need to think about it.
Yeah, we would love to see the team actually afterwards. What's going to happen now is that first of all, we will make sure that everything is safe on the track, that everyone in the surroundings of the car is alright. We can see the fire department doing the measurements, and maybe we actually move a bit to the side for the safety. But yeah, they actually, I heard them talk, I don't know if you did, even in the moments of crisis, the teams go through the strategy actually. So they're asking, if the fire happened after the acceleration, will our time still count? Do you see how, because if you imagine they worked for a year on the car,
yeah,
you
of course.
Feel it. It's so much pressure and so much emotions that sometimes you forget some things because you focus so much on it, right?
Yeah, of course. It's like the times and the points are the most important thing for us, but overall we think about our safety, and I hope the team is okay and we're gonna start and you actually hear, you can feel the smoke, and it's no more the fire right now, and firefighters like checking the temperatures, and I think they can check it because the battery is inside the car, so they're gonna probably have to like build up and open the car so the firefighters can check. But if I saw correctly, there's something with the steering wheel. So I hope everything is okay. But to be honest, I don't think they will be able to compete.
Yeah, but we have to talk about the safety measurements because we have them. And sometimes people are thinking about why do we even need the safety measurements? Nothing ever happens, but this is for situations as such. You need to have rules, you need to have people trained. That's why the scrutineers that you can see on the track wearing the orange shirts, so those are the marshals, and then the scrutineers actually in the yellow. All of these people are trained. They have special training to be able to handle the things. We could also see in the morning the scrutineers checking the car in this huge yellow gloves. This is also a safety measure. They cannot touch any part of the car but the wheel because the wheel is made out of rubber.
Yeah. I would like to ask the team if they're okay, so keep talking and I will go to them and ask, okay?
All right, yeah. We can see they're heading out. Maybe we can actually, wait, could we ask you what happened very quickly?
We are not sure yet, but it's not the battery, so probably like circuits or something. I mean, we don't know. We have to look at it. So.
But everyone is safe and everything is alright.
He escaped it quickly, so it's all okay, and hopefully we can make it to the autocross. But the time is quicking, so we'll see.
Okay, then we won't take any more of your time. Please go back to your team. Thank you so much for giving us a few words. Yeah, so we spoke in the morning, I don't know if you remember, about the fact that we're also checking the time where the drivers can get out of the car. This was really tested today, so you see it all makes sense.
Yeah, and it's really surprising, to be honest, because as I said before, I was like in a free or four competition and I never seen the fire on the track. So yeah, it don't happen usually, but as you can see, it happened. So the like safety measures are very important, and you need to remember about them.
I think we'll also now wait for the official's decision whether the session will be postponed due to the track being not able to run. We will see if the teams actually make it. Sorry, we have to move out of the way very quickly now.
Yeah, because their firefighters are coming, and I think, to be honest, the session is gonna be postponed, because if there's the fire, they need to check the condition of the track.
Yeah, you can also see they were spilling the sorbent on the floor. So thank you so much from the track. We're gonna head back to Maciek because something is happening on the track.
And we went back for the Skidpad, but for now, once again with the car number 68 at the back of the track, the E37 has completed their Skidpad run. And for now, going back to the track and turning back to the starting place. And now, as I believe this is the measured attempt of the E47 car. It's the Paul SL Racing Silesian University of Technology. And for all of you that is still wondering about the results of the acceleration and Skidpad, you can join now for free at our website live.motorresults.pl. It's the official site with the results in two different places. With the timetable of acceleration and Skidpad. Now the car from Budapest, not very confident from the first point, but let's believe that it is going to be much better from the start. And green flag. A little bit of a wheel spin on those tiny wheels. The first round to the left, and now turning right with the first circle to the right completed without any count hit it, I believe. And the combustion never dies. The the sentence on the rear wing of the Budapest car, and the only thing I can say about it is I 100% they are 100% right. I'm still agreeing with that. Loving the roar of the combustion engines that electrical would probably never did and never is going to be done by them. And Budapest at the second attempt now. A little bit of oversteering, I believe, and even more with the rear right wheel above the ground. The team is then now at the acceleration zone. From the Skidpad, the fastest team is Team VOP Racing, Ostfalia University of Applied Sciences, with the time 5.14 100th of a second, and a really fast run from CMS10 with a very good skills of braking under the pressure just behind the finish line of the acceleration zone. And I'm checking the results from the acceleration. Still, running Snail Racing team is the fastest at the acceleration, 3.632 to 100th of a second slower team of VOP Racing. The third one is also electric, the AGH Racing EV, and Cerber is fourth for now, only 8/1000ths of a second slower than the electric car. So this is the second attempt for them. Hearing the roaring of the engine, and more cars are queuing to the Skidpad for now. The first in the queue is electric vehicle 74 from Brno. And headed to the track, asking our journalists, girls, what is going on there? Do you have some drivers to speak about with?
Komplikacje to jest?
So, hi guys, we are here with the BMW team, Motorsport. They just passed their post-scrutiny, and I don't know if the drivers knows it already, but he had like the second time on CV.
Exactly, so we spoke to them just before they went for their acceleration,
for the
Skidpad. We took some of their time because I was worrying there for a bit that we were taking their precious time.
Yeah.
But being second in the combustion category, that's very impressive.
Yeah, that's very impressive, and we're, to be honest, kind of waiting for the driver to put off the helmet, and I want to ask him how does he feel, and does he even know that he's the second?
Yeah,
so yeah,
probably not yet. This is a Formula student. We will have the live timings in the next session, hopefully, because I know some of you are asking in the comments. Yeah, you can see that the team members actually putting on the blankets. We also spoke about the fact that we do not have in Formula Student heating blankets, but you can put the covers in. Can we annoy you for a second more about
amazing.
After your run?
Do you know which place you have right now?
We will come back in a second because I think there's something happening on the track.
You have the second combustion car. You have the second place, yeah. So I think it's really good.
Now the car from Brno is going from left to right at the skid pad. The second round to the right. As one of the Formula Racing drivers, I believe that was Ayrton Senna or maybe Alan Prost. I believe that was the Alan Prost sentence. If the racing driver driving the car and it looks slow, it is very fast. It looks fast. It could be slow during to not smooth movements at the track. And I saw that the Brno attempt at skid pad was very, very fast looking. So let's believe that that is fast as well, not only fast looking. And next car trying their best at the acceleration. It's E35, I believe, and a very, very, very fast one here. But there is a slow zone, so it's not too slow for me. I'm being honest. And after that attempt, the team of Opel Racing is at the top of the table with the time 3:5.85. 1/100th of a second faster than the running snail racing team. And now we have the Krakowian car E30 at the skid pad. Changing direction and left in the track over the cones. German teams at the top of the table, and now other car from Poland, the E07, the PRZ Racing Rzeszów University of Technology. Electric vehicle heading to the acceleration zone with the worst time at the table. Let's believe that this attempt will be much better, as we could see just like in the cars video, the first part of it from the early 20s, the early beginning of this era, not era, I forgot, the century of this century, and then multiple rear wing desks. 3 or 4 blades in the rear wing, just as Wingo had, but the car was green in the movie, green and purple. There is white and black, and now the 006, which is Wood Racing, Warsaw University of Technology, the hybrid vehicle. At the skid pad, meanwhile, the car from Liberec in the acceleration zone. Green flag for the skid pad, turning left. Turning at the middle of the corner, not close into the inside. And hitting the cone once for now. Car from Warsaw. And finished their attempt. It looked smooth, but with one mistake hitting the cone at the inside of the starting right corner. And the car from Liberec is now heading to the line of acceleration, their second attempt. That also looked pretty fast. And for now they are fifth in the combustion cars and ninth overall. Now two cars next to each other, the E58 and E23, excuse me, it's a car from Germany, I believe. The Running Snail Racing Team, as well with E58, the UPB Racing Team, the University of Paderborn. Drivers looking at each other, just like in the movie Rush, while James Hunt and Niki Lauda was trying to make an eye contact on the first and the second position at the starting line. And we can see the main straight of the layout of Autodrom Slomchen, as well as the drivers and teams queuing for the attempts. There is a green flag, and I believe that this is the first time for Paderborn at the Skidpad. So it's the practice ride. Very interesting technology here at the front wing. As you could see, those pads that are standing even on the front wing, not being the laying part of it, the horizontal, but standing even on the front wing. Some aerodynamics parts that probably push the wing to the side parts of the car, left side and the right side. Meantime, and just under the commentary box, I heard cheering from the students watching their cars at the track. And I believe the University from Paderborn making their first measured attempt. An explosion of happiness, but turning our view to the track where girls are going to look at the queue of the Skidpad cars. So girls, what is going on now?
Tylko sobie sprawdzę, jak wam poszło. A to możesz ty zacząć. Dobra, 15 sekund. Staniesz między nami na środku? Super, dzięki.
So currently we're with the driver who just finished the Skidpad for the AGH Racing. How do you feel?
Well, okay, it was better last time, but yeah.
Which time is it for you doing the Skidpad this year?
On the competition first.
First?
On the competition, yeah.
Wow, how did you bring?
We prepared for that.
Okay, so you did the 5th best time in the electric category, so very impressive. Any goals for today, for the competition in general?
Well, of course, autocross. We'll take part in it, and our second driver will push the limits and try our best.
Are you doing any more of the dynamic competitions?
I will do autocross.
Perfect.
So
okay.
right now we now go back to studio. Thank you.
Dobrze.
And now the WUT Racing from Warsaw has finished first attempt at the acceleration zone and now heading to the second one, as well as the pink car from Riga is turning left, switching in the next circle to the right, just right now. And now switching results to the Skidpad as there are at live.motorsport motorresults.pl live.motorresults.pl the live stream timetable standings of acceleration and Skidpad. Second attempt for Riga's car. They are now which they are now finished their attempt, but I'm looking for them here at the Livetiming, and they are 15th, the slowest car from overall. It is looking so impressive. This big 8 painted at the asphalt and now with the paddleboard numbers. Oh, and I have an information that E58 has failed their scrutiny tests. I see that girls are near there. Maybe they have more information. And now is CMS10, so the car from Białystok Server Motorsport trying to push the limit at the Skidpad. And now heading to the finish line. For now, at Skidpad, they are 4th. Going up 2 places, first on combustion engines, 4th overall, with the time 5.232. The only car under 5 seconds is Running Snail Racing Team with kind of impressive time, 4.886. And as we can see on our screens, it's kind of windy here at Autodrom Slanchen. They are shouting something from the standings to the track. They are students from paddleboard, I believe. They are still confused and trying to know what is going on with the car. Even arguing with each other and trying to switch even the stuff in the truck. Talking about who should go there and check themselves. And now on our screens E30, so this is the car from AGK University and from Krakow. Some sentences between the team and the driver, trying to maybe set something up.
We are on the paddock with the running snail team who are first in the electric category. We have the driver here that we're going to speak to for a second.
Hello, hello.
How do you feel?
I feel great right now. I feel absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I think so. You're first right now. It's your first time being first?
Yeah, it is. It's my first time like putting the car on P1, and I have to say it feels amazing and I want to do it again.
So I'm keeping my fingers crossed for you to be first again. It must feel incredible. Yeah, and it was your first or second run?
It was my second run.
So you're going to acceleration now, or did you already did the acceleration?
We are done with everything. We did 2 acceleration runs with both drivers, and I was the second driver in Skidpad.
Amazing, thank you so much. And right now we're heading back to studio.
Thank you.
And now the other attempts on the acceleration zone from the Liberec car. Maybe the second driver with the first attempt. This spring we were able to see on the car number E23 is part of the suspension. We have 2 different types of suspension here, like push rod and pull rod. There are still many arguments for the push rod type of suspension. But for some reason the teams are choosing to use the first or the second type of the suspension here. And on the clock is 11:39, so it's 20 minutes to 12, and I heard that we should end our Skidpad and acceleration. And now heading to girls with Skidpad Motorsport and the car and driver at the track.
Okay, so currently we are with AGH Racing Team, which is the first in the Skidpad
server motorsport.
I'm sorry. In the CV, I was sure like you're with CV, and then I was like, oh,
yeah,
it's not a CV car.
We were waiting for these guys to interview.
Yeah, so how do you feel after being the P1 guy?
Yeah, great. Like that's what we came here to achieve, you know. So yeah, that feels great.
It's your first time being first?
Yes, that's the first time for me as a driver.
Okay, so that must feel incredible. Do you want to do it again today or tomorrow?
Well, I'm not driving anymore, so I was driving acceleration where I'm first also, so yeah. So the maximum, you know, I achieved all that could have been.
Okay, so thank you so much, and we keep our fingers crossed for you guys. I'm sorry for the mistake, but I really love you, and yeah, I think I might keep it for fingers crossed. And now we are going back to the studio.
As you can see, the next car is completing the acceleration zone. With we were driving with car number E74, which is to Brno Racing, Brno Poznan Brno University of Technology. The Poznan is just above it on our list, but still. I believe that just after 11:30 we are going to end this, and it's past 11 and we're still driving. And the green flag at the acceleration with car completing it. The second attempt from Brno University of Technology. And the car from Riga is now going to attempt at the acceleration zone. Meanwhile, car from Warsaw being pushed towards the Skidpad with a fire extinguisher on the top of it. A very, very interesting image while I'm looking for the car number 006. Two guys pushing their hands inside the cockpit and doing it very, very harsh, but now with the rear end spin from the car from Riga. And the students shouting on the standings. I believe they are kindly happy with the results. Second attempt as well, this time with the wheel spin and standings. Then viewers went absolutely happy for that. But searching about the result of the pink car from Riga at live.motorresults.pl. At Skidpad, the running snail is still at the front of the pack, while in acceleration tip WOB Racing, it's they are first. Running snail racing team, they are second. Two cars from Germany, and 2 cars under 4 seconds, while car from Riga is 8th now, 4th car in combustion engine cars, and now at Skidpad, car from Warsaw, very, very wide on the turnover. 2 cones being hit, so 0.4 seconds penalty for that. very simple way to check if the wheels are correctly mounted in the car. Checked by the marshal. And the other simple way to check if there is everything okay underneath the car with only in the one long square shape thing. Checking if there are any screws or something being loosey. The podium overall at Skidpad are 3 electric vehicles, as well as in acceleration. Team WOB Racing Ostfalia University of Applied Science is first for now. Running Snail is second, AGH Racing EV is third, and the fourth overall first in combustion engine cars. They are Cerber Motorsport from Białystok. Second in combustion engines, and fifth overall is the team from Budapest and from Kuls Prague Formula Racing Czech Republic. The Czech University of Life Sciences Prague are third in combustion engines and sixth overall. And on our screens, car number E58, the University of Paderborn. They didn't pass the scrutineering tests after the first attempt at the Skidpad, so this is now their second attempt. And now we are seeing them at our screens. Nice and smooth through the right corner. Now turning back. There is a possibility that there was no cone hit it. But for now, heading to scrutineers. The marshals and scrutineers have been informed that the car is killed. And now they're checking if the car is in one piece with no drops of oil, with correct balance and nothing loosey under the car. Let's believe that no screw is lost. There is thumbs up. Three people from the team, one marshal and one scrutineer. As the car from University of Paderborn made the second attempt. Let's believe that it is going to be everything all right with the car in one piece after this attempt, and the University from Paderborn could have their standing on the table. Let's maybe ask them if our players are there, if there is any time for it, of course.
Okay, Okay, so we're here with the UPB racing team who just hit the second best time. We just heard them celebrate so much. Wow, guys, honestly impressive. How does it feel? Who can I talk to? Yeah, okay, let's come here. We don't want to annoy the driver because we have to wait for him. How does it feel?
It feels amazing because we work lots of nights and days on the car, and it's really amazing that the car improved.
So, did you guys do any upgrades to the car this year or something special with it?
Yes, we made a new accumulator and made some increase the downforce for the car, because we are especially for the downforce and known as for the downforce, and yes.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head to the driver. I'm gonna ask the man who did the best time. I mean, the second best time, but the best time of your team. How does it feel?
Amazing. I mean, it's my first ever Skidpad run on an event. Jumped in 2 minutes before starting. It feels great.
Yeah.
I have no words.
What goes through your head just before you go for the turns?
Don't cones, don't cones, don't cones.
It's a painful no, 0.2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, two tenths slow.
Two tenths the cone, hitting the cone, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's what we. Well, I mean, it's in a 5-second run. It's quite painful.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be avoided.
And are you doing any of the other drives on this competition?
Well, I was scheduled for Excel, but that's going to be tough, I think.
Okay.
So maybe, but I don't think so.
Okay, well, congrats to you guys. Amazing performance and a beautiful finish to the end of this session, right? Thank you so much. And we're gonna head back to the studio. Thank you so much.
There is no our difficulties to understand why they are happy, because the University of Paderborn is second in Skidpad, second as an electric vehicle, second overall. The first is Running Snail racing team from OTH Hamburg Weiden Germany team, as well as Ostfalia University of Applied Sciences. This is the podium, overall podium in combustion engines is Cerber Motorsport in the fourth overall. The second one is Technical University of Liberec FS Tool Racing and sixth overall. And the third combustion engine, ninth overall, is Budapest University of Technology and Economics. For now, this is all we have from ACC and Skidpad, but we had asked our drivers, our teams here in Autodrom Slomchin, what to them means the ACC competition. But for now, we are going to see this video at noon exactly. We are going to have another live stream, but we are going to hear one more time at 4 p.m. My name is Maciek Kłakowski. For now, it's over for me, but still be with us for next live stream and some shots from our team, what the ACC is for them.
What's one word to describe acceleration?
Speed. Fast. Reaction.
Faster.
Tears.
Slow. Quick.
Fast.
Speed.
Speed.
Too slow.
Speed.
Wheel spin. Even faster.
Fast. Full send. 5.6.
Pretty quick.
What's one word to describe Skidpad?
Corners. Ice.
I don't know, like sweat?
8.
I was gonna say the same thing. Quick.
Turning. Skip.
Stressful.
Fast.
Fast.
Fast. Circles.
Circle.
Circles.
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 Strong arms. Cones.
Boring.